But first, make sure to knock out the like button in the next 5 seconds.
Do you ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. Okay, so let's talk about RichTech Robotics, our stock. I think the most important thing to take away from the price action that we are seeing on RichTech Robotics is the fact that these companies, these AI robotics companies, you gotta give them time. Give them time. I get it. You want to buy and immediately it pumps huge like this, but that's not how it works. The real money is always going to be made. It's always going to be made when you buy down here when it's nice and cheap. Nobody wants it, and then eventually it explodes. You make your money. You might have to wait quite a while, right? If you bought, let's say you bought down here at the purple line when it touched it here on June 13th. So what is this, August 13th? Not even. It's almost end of August. So you had to wait 2 months to finally get that big boom. To make if you bought down here when you touched, because we like to buy at the purple line, you could have made almost 100%, right? Like, you want to make that kind of money, but I get it. You want to buy here and immediately it starts pumping, all right? I get it. But the reality is, you got to buy when no one wants it. Like, Nightscope, great example of this. Nobody wants it down here, and then boom, to $10, and there's like a 50%, 80% move. Nobody wants it when it's down here nice and cheap. And then when it starts running, everybody's, oh, I want it now, I want it. Everybody's chasing, everyone's pushing it up. So, that's the big takeaway. Because I know some of you have the wrong idea. Some of you think, oh, I buy and immediately to the moon. No. That's not how it is. The reality is you have to sit there on the position sometimes for a few months, and then you make your 50 to 100% while everyone else pushes it up. Stocks like these, you got to give them time. The companies don't grow overnight. Nightscope, it's going to run at some point, and everyone will be chasing, and the cycles will repeat. So, TSSI, Mara, SoundHound, all of these stocks here, the one thing they have in common is nobody wants them when it's cheap, and then boom, it explodes. So, and I made a video yesterday saying like, hey, keep an eye on this one, because if this one it was either going to break out and go to where it is right now, or it was going to come back down. We'll see what happens. Just keep in mind that there's always those people that say, oh, this time it's different. It's going to go to 20, 100, whatever. They get all excited, right? Way too excited. And the reality is we've seen this go from 52 cents to $5 and right back down to 1.54. And if you're using my 200 WMA strategy, then you know that we like to buy at the purple line here. Very simple strategy. Is it at the purple line? No, then don't buy. You buy at the purple line because you get that massive discount. Imagine being the sucker that bought at $5 thinking it was going to go to 100. Meanwhile, you waited for, that 69% sweet discount. 69%, almost going to make a joke. Like buying right now, it's so extended above that purple line, it's ridiculous. I would not buy this right now. It's not going to go to the moon. It's not going to, run away from you. Anyone who says, oh, it's never going to come back down, I've heard that already time and time again. So, yeah, they said that here, and look what happened. Who's right and who's wrong at this point? I'm telling you right now, the data says it's not a buy right here. Let it come down. It will come back to this purple line. That's just how stocks are. They always come back to the purple line. Mara stock always comes back to the purple line after those huge pumps to $30, right? Always comes back to that purple line. I can go on and on. Rigetti always comes back to that purple line after that huge pump, right? TSSI always likes to come back and under the purple line, and then it's doing it again. And here we already loaded up. So it's that simple of a strategy. I don't know how you could screw it up unless I don't know. You'd have to be dumb as a rock to not be able to follow the purple line strategy. Now, if this does break 4, we go to 5. And at 5, of course, we would expect the biggest selling pressure. So that's what I would look out for if you're playing the breakout. I would still hold and see if it closes on a strong green candle today. That would be bullish if it closes on a strong green candle. The worst thing that can happen, though, is towards end of day, it just sells off. And then you get like a small little candle here. A small body more than anything, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's go to the weekly. So yeah, I remember seeing this. I'm like, well, it already broke the downtrend, so it's just a matter of time here. It's going to consolidate and then eventually explode. That's just how it is, right? Mono stock, same thing, right? It likes to consolidate. Likes to consolidate around that 200 and then it explodes, right? Consolidates here at the 200 and it explodes to the downside. Consolidates here around the 200 and explodes to the upside. And that's just how it is. It's consolidating right now. Guess what's going to happen? I don't know. But I know it's going to explode one way or another. That much I do know. So there's going to be money to be made there. There's money to be made everywhere right now, as long as you know what you're looking for. So wait for that 200. Don't recommend chasing. That's just, join the patreon.com/shadingtrades if you want the alerts, because I'm just alerting things. Where I see opportunity, I'm there. You better believe I'm there. Am I going to be wrong sometimes? Absolutely. I think my worst call was color stock. That was my worst call. I was not expecting color stock to go from AI, space technology to Bitcoin first. And they reverse split. So that's my worst call out of hundreds of calls that were incredible. People making 50 to 100% on a lot of those. I'm telling you right now, use RichTech Robotics as a measure of what's going to happen in the future with all these other stocks that are all these other AI companies that haven't moved yet. These robotics companies that haven't gotten going anywhere. Now, I think I already talked about the news, right? I'm pretty sure I already talked about it yesterday. Yeah, I already talked about this. So what's going on? RichTech Robotics post on X. New robot October 27 to 29. Center destroy what's happening in the robot world. This should also send robotic stocks skyrocketing. Is Serve moving? Yeah, Serve Robotics is up 17%, which shouldn't be surprising. Because I remember this one. I think NVIDIA invested in this one. Then they pulled out their investment or something. I don't recall the story. I do recall this gap down and it dropped that low. Look at this. Surprise, surprise. It's going sideways, consolidating around that 200 and then boom. But I'm pretty sure this boom is because of the hype, I'm assuming, around robotic stocks. I don't know any other robotic stocks other than Serve and RichTech Robotics. Mainly RichTech Robotics is the one that you can make a lot of money on, right? Because we've seen, SoundHound, Serve, we've seen these AI robotic stocks surge to 25 before. So the good thing about RichTech Robotics is it's so cheap right now, and it's very much capable of going to 2025 because we've seen other stocks in the same sector do it. So again, look for opportunities. There's some hidden gems out there that people just aren't paying attention to because right now they're small companies not doing much but just getting started. But once they get going, guess what? Now everyone's going to pay attention. It's going to start skyrocketing from 72 cents or whatever, from 39 to 88, pulls back, and then it continues higher to like $1 and beyond. Like, there's some sleepers out there. Absolutely, and I think RichTech Robotics is now starting to wake up. But I would still recommend waiting for that purple line. That's it. You do what you want. Obviously, there's people that are just going to absolutely chase, right? There's people who are going to buy as soon as I talk about a stock. There's people who do that. I'm actually very shocked to hear that there's people who, as soon as I talk about a stock, they immediately, fork on over 1 million or 30K or whatever. Like this guy, he's like, oh, I just went in 32K, 30% of my portfolio into TSSI. And I'm like, well, at least he's up because his average cost was 15.12. He's definitely up. And if he waits for 20, he's going to make quite a bit of money. But, there's people who literally just seem, any stock I talk about, they're just like, oh my God, I need to jump in because this guy's so good at trading. Sometimes that scares me because some of you sometimes buy like 30K worth at the top. Please stop doing that. You will be so profitable if you just wait for that purple line. That is it for the video. Short, sweet, to the point. Of course, if you've been following this channel for a long time, I've been talking about RichTech Robotics since forever. So if you've been positioning yourself, you should be very happy right now. And I would continue to hold and wait to see if it can break above 4. Because if it breaks 4, we go to 5. If it can break 5, we go, in my opinion, we go to 8, then 10. But first, let's get to, let's see if we can even get over 4, right? Let's see if we can get over that one first. This channel keeps track of a lot of the AI stocks. So, if you're not subscribed, I recommend doing so because there's a lot of opportunity for the next 10 years in this sector. And, you can see here, I've been making our videos since forever. So I've been Hidden Gem, I think was the first, our RichTech Robotics Hidden Gem, AI Gem. Now those people that watch this video, hopefully they made a lot of money because that one was an absolute sleeper, like robot bartenders. I think there's a Walmart nearby me that has like a robot bartender. I've been meaning to go, but what the hell am I gonna do at Walmart? I just order things delivery at this point, but I should go check it out. So RichTech Robotics, long-term price target of 20, which I know sounds ridiculous. I know some of you are like, oh, guys, when I say long-term price target of $20, I'm saying it's going to take a while. It took 2 months. For those of you who bought down here at the Purple Line, it took 2 months for you to finally get this move, this 90% move. You think it's just going to go straight to 20 in a day, in a week, in 3 weeks, in a month, 2 months? It takes time. You got to let these companies, build and innovate and come out with new generation of robots, just like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. I can continue. I can go on and on. This long-term good investment, in my opinion. That's it for this episode of the Stock Market Show. Patreon.com/ShadesandTrades if you want to join the private Discord for trade alerts. As you can see here, Shane, cool, thanks, man. I made over 50%. I'm really excited. I really appreciate your work. I did take profit. I love this. Jeff, advice on when to buy and sell makes the difference of thousands of dollars. $50 a month is well worth it. Virgilus, Shades, how's things? Sitting on 1,600 shares of Sound, up 21%. Shall I keep holding? So again, patreon.com/shadesandtrades for trade alerts. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
Risk is managed, I let it dance. If it breaks below, I cut it clean. No room for hope, I trade like a machine.